But what we're going to do for the next few minutes, probably half hour, is we're going to have different aspects of Terry's life represented with tributes, from DARE students to DARE officers to police department to family, and then we're going to talk about Terry's faith. But I think each one of these aspects of his life, you'll find a common thread that'll become obvious to you in the remainder of our time together today. So we thought it would be appropriate to start out with a couple of Terry's DARE students. Nate Polston, Terry's nephew, is going to introduce them, and girls, come on up. So.
Thank you all for coming out today to celebrate this wonderful man's life. We have two wonderful ladies here that Terry was able to touch and reach out to over the years. Vicki Harris from Leesburg Elementary and Emily Breen from Warsaw Community High.
Hi, my name is Vicki Harris. I'm a 6th grader at Leesburg Elementary, and I'm in Mr. Polston's class. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Polston and his family for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I'm very honored. A lot of people have come into my life. One special person was OP. Last year, I had the honor of OP teaching Vega to our 5th grade class. He was not just a normal DARE officer who came into our class once a week and taught us about drugs and alcohol. He taught us lifelong lessons, like how to be confident in ourselves and our life-changing decisions. He taught me that decisions that I make in my childhood will affect me when I'm an adult. This year, in 6th grade, I was very excited to have OP as a DARE officer and was looking forward to spending more time with him and listening to his stories that would help us make better decisions when he got older. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, OP came into our classroom as usual, but he seemed to be acting differently. He didn't look well either. We started to watch a movie called The Truth About Alcohol. Then my teacher, Mr. Polston, walked over to OP and told him that he should go home, and he was in no shape to be there. So OP packed up all of his DARE animals and started to walk down the hallway. For some odd reason, though, I decided to give him a hug before he walked through the door. I didn't realize that would be the last time I would see him. I'm really glad I gave him that last hug that day. OP was more than just a DARE officer to me. He was a friend that I knew would love anyone he ever met. I will always remember the way he laughed, his full belly jiggling laugh. He made me happy when he laughed because he was so happy on the outside, even though he was hurting on the inside. I will miss when he would stand in the hall and give us high fives as we were walking back to our classrooms. When he came into our room for DARE, he would always have his Uno cards with him and would randomly pick out cards, and whoever's card he picked would get to pick one of his DARE animals. I will really miss the stickers he would hand out if a person got a question right, and to the first person who would clap for them. I would like to thank OP for everything that he has done for me and the community. He will be greatly missed, but never forgotten. His words will stay with me and everyone else for lifetime after lifetime.
We're all here today because one man touched our lives. We're all here because Officer Polston touched our lives. He wasn't a DARE officer for the perks of the job or the money. He was a DARE officer because he wanted our lives to mean something to us. When he asked you if you were staying out of trouble, it wasn't because he had to. It was because he really wanted to know. He really cared. I don't remember a whole lot about 6th grade, but one thing sticks out in my mind. One day, he told us, while we were in DARE, that if we were ever in a situation we didn't want to be in, to call him. He said he would come and get us, no questions asked, and make sure we got home safely. Not many people are willing to tell a group of rowdy 6th graders that even if they've broken the law or done something so shameful that they can't tell their own parents, that someone would be there for them. But OP did. Any of you that know me know that I cannot sing. But when I was in 6th grade, I had the crazy idea that I would sing at my dare graduation. OP, being the giant teddy bear that he was, told me yes. He even gave me a dare song to sing. He knew I was awful, but he still let me sing. He risked letting his dare graduation look ridiculous just so a silly 6th grade girl could sing a song. As you can probably guess, I was terrible, but he didn't care. I cannot describe to you how big the smile on his face was after I sang that song. It was like I had just sounded like the most beautiful angel. It wasn't about how I sounded to him. It was about me trying and doing my best. He was just proud that I got up there and did it. I know we keep hearing that he's in a better place, and I'm positive that he is, but that still doesn't always make it easy. I know in my case at least that it feels like one of my best friends has just been taken from me, but we have to remember that this is God's plan. This past summer I went on a missions trip to Africa, and OP wrote me a letter before I left. In my letter, he told me to always trust in God's will and to smile every day. As hard as that may seem right now, we have to know that this was God's will, and Officer Polston has done more than his part in this life. It was only fair that he got to go to be in the most beautiful paradise we will ever know. He was my angel while he was still here, and now he is my angel in heaven. Before I saw him the last time on Tuesday morning, his wife Mary said, "You kids are the reason he is immortal." But it isn't just us kids, it's everyone he has ever touched. And if his immortality is put on our shoulders, I am sure his spirit will never die. I believe this poem shows exactly what Officer Polston would want us to do now as we remember him and keep his legacy immortal. Remember me in quiet days while raindrops whisper on your pain. But in your memories have no grief, let just the joy we knew remain. Remember me when evening stars look down on you with steadfast eyes. Remember if once you wake to catch a glimpse of red sunrise. And when your thoughts do turn to me, know I would not have you cry, but live for me and laugh for me. When you are happy, so am I. Remember an old joke we shared. Remember me when spring walks by. Think once of me when you are glad, and while you live, I shall not die.